This is chapter 17 continued. I'm down at the bottom of the first column. "Oh," said Flora's mother. She clapped her hands. "How wonderful! A little friend for Flora!" "I don't need a little friend," said Flora. "Of course you do," said her mother. She turned to Tootie. "Flora is very lonely. She spends far too much time reading comics. I've tried to break her of the habit, but I'm very busy with my novel writing, and she is alone a lot. I'm worried that it has made her strange." "I'm not strange," said Flora. This seemed like a safe statement to make when someone as truly, profoundly strange as William Spiver was standing beside her. "I would be happy to be your friend," said William Spiver. "Honored." He bowed. "How lovely," said Flora's mother. "Yes," said Flora. "How lovely." "The blind," said William Spiver, "even the temporarily blind, have an excellent sense of smell." "Oh, for heaven's sake," said Tootie. "Here we go." "I have to tell you that I smell something out of the ordinary, something that is not usually smelled within the confines of the human domestic sphere," said William Spiver. He cleared his throat. "I smell squirrel." Squirrel. Confronted with the spectacle of William Spiver, they had forgotten about Ulysses. Flora and her mother and Tootie all turned and looked at Ulysses. He was still on top of Marianne. He had managed to balance himself on the small blue and green globe that was at the center of the lampshade. "That squirrel," said Flora's mother. "He's rabid, diseased. He's got to go." Chapter 18, A Scientific Adventure. "Why don't you let me take the squirrel?" Tootie said to Flora's mother. "I'll just return him to the wild." "If you can call the backyard the wild," said William Spiver. "Hush up, William," said Tootie. She reached out for Ulysses. "Don't touch it!" shrieked Flora's mother. "Not without gloves. It has some sort of disease." "If you could just get me some gloves then," said Tootie, "I'll pluck the squirrel off the lampshade and whisk him out of here and set him free. The kids can come along. It will be a scientific adventure." "It doesn't sound very scientific to me," said William Spiver. "Well," said Flora's mother, "I don't know. Florabelle's father is coming to pick her up for their Saturday visit. He'll be here any minute now, and she's still in her pajamas." "Florabelle," said William Spiver. "What a lovely, melodious name." "It will all take just a minute," said Tootie in a low, soothing voice. "The kids can get to know each other." "I'll get you some gloves," said Flora's mother. And so now, here they were, walking over to Tootie's, getting to know each other, or something. Tootie had on a pair of dishwashing gloves that went all the way up to her elbows. The gloves were bright pink, and they glowed in a cheery, radioactive sort of way. In Tootie's gloved hands was Ulysses. Behind Tootie was Flora, and next to Flora was William Spiver. His left hand rested on her shoulder. "Do you mind, Florabelle?" he had said. "Would it trouble you terribly if I put my hand on your shoulder and allowed you to guide me back to Great Aunt Tootie's house? The world is a treacherous place when you can't see." Flora didn't bother pointing out to him that the world was a treacherous place when you could see. And speaking of treacherousness, things were not in any way progressing as Flora had planned. She had envisioned Ulysses fighting crime, criminals, villainy, darkness, treachery. She had imagined him flying, holy bagumba, through the world with her, Flora Buckman, at his side. Instead, here she was, leading a temporarily blind boy through her own backyard. It was anticlimactic, to say the least. "Have you released the squirrel yet, Great Aunt Tootie?" "No," said Tootie, "I have not." "Why do I sense that there is more going on here than meets the eye?" said William Spiver. "Just keep quiet until we get back to the house, William," said Tootie. "Can you do that? Keep quiet for a minute?" "Of course I can," said William Spiver. He sighed. "I'm an old pro at keeping quiet." Flora doubted very much that this was true. William Spiver squeezed her shoulder. "May I inquire how old you are, Florabelle?" "Don't squeeze my shoulder. I'm 10. "I am 11 years old," said William Spiver, "which surprises me, I must say. I feel much, much older than 11. Also, I know for a fact that I am smaller than your average 11-year-old. It may even be that I am shrinking. Excessive trauma can retard growth. I'm not certain, however, if it can cause actual shrinkage." What was the traumatic event that turned you blind?" said Flora. "I'd prefer not to discuss it right now. I don't want to alarm you." It's not possible to alarm me," said Flora. "I'm a cynic. Nothing in human nature surprises a cynic." "So you say," said William Spiver. The word cryptic popped into Flora's head. It was preceded by the word unnecessarily. "Unnecessarily cryptic," said Flora out loud. "I beg your pardon," said William Spiver. But then they were at Tootie's house. They were walking through her backyard and into her kitchen, which smelled like bacon and lemons. Tootie put Ulysses down on the table. "I don't understand," said William Spiver. "We're back at your house, but I can still smell the squirrel." Flora took the paper out of her pajamas. She handed it to Tootie. She felt like a spy, a successful spy, a triumphant spy, albeit a spy in pajamas. "What's this?" said Tootie. "It's proof that you aren't the victim of an extended hallucination," said Flora. Tootie held the paper with both hands. She stared at it. "Squirtle," she said. "Squirtle?" said William Spiver. "Keep reading," said Flora. "Squirtle," said Tootie. "I am Ulysses, born anew." "See?" said Flora. "What does that prove?" said William Spiver. "What does it even mean?" "The squirrel's name is Ulysses," said Tootie. "Wait a minute," said William Spiver. "Are you positing that the squirrel typed those words?" "Positing? Positing?" "Yes," said Flora. "That's exactly what I'm positing." "The hallucination extends," said Tootie. "What hallucination?" said William Spiver. "The squirrel as a superhero hallucination," said Tootie. Surely you jest, said William Spiver. I'll have more next time.